Hello, everybody. It's Paul, reporting live from my sofa, but I'm in an office chair. How's it going? Today, we are going to be doing a couple of quick Jennifer Dulos updates. These, of course, revolve around her ex-husband, Fotis, and his lovely female companion, Michelle. So, without further ado, let's review. Okay, so the first video we're going to be talking about is, y'all, the photo side of things cannot stay away from Gone Girl. I get it. It's a fantastic story. And if it comes out that that is what happened, I will eat my words. I swear to God, I will. What has happened is he is trying to get into her medical records. And in the motion for this, they are insinuating that she has disappeared or done this intentionally. So let's just review this article real quick. So Norman Pattis filed a 3-page motion on Wednesday asking for a court order to obtain billing records for $14,000 worth of medical tests that Jennifer underwent from like February till April. And this is what it says. I'm going to read it verbatim. The defendant seeks information about the diagnosis and treatment Ms. Dulos received in the weeks before her disappearance, as such information may shed light on what may have motivated her to disappear. It also noted that the couple, who they have 5 children, remember, they were locked in a highly contentious matrimonial litigation, and it claimed Jennifer told Fotis that she would do anything she had to make sure he did not get custody of their children. Now, Pattis wants these medical records to evaluate whether Ms. Dulos, alarmed by her diagnosis and fearing that she might be able to raise the children on her own, took steps to cause her own disappearance in such a way that it would raise suspicions about Mr. Dulos' Fotis. So, now it is interesting. I mean, who knows what kind of medical things that she had done or whatever. There might be some evidence, whatever, clues or whatever type situation, and I'm not saying in the way of that she's disappeared or whatever, but maybe it could shed some light on something. I don't know. But again, this is just another one of those cases where they are completely trying to go the route of, what could the victim have done to have done this, to have done this to my client. So basically, essentially victim blaming, victim bashing, whatever you want to call it. In my opinion, that's what's going on here. Now, another little thing. So remember, like, Michelle is essentially like, I don't have anything to do with you at this point. She's kind of severed her situation from him. And now she was going upstate for a little mini vacation, and it had to be cut short. So let's check that out. So Michelle Draconis' travel issues are the focus of a brief, and I do mean brief, court hearing. Now, she had her out-of-state trip, which was court-approved, cut short because her GPS tracking device, like the thing on her ankle, wasn't working. And she was literally there for like a day. So the state attorney, Richard Colangelo, raised the issue during a 90-second pre-trial hearing in Draconis' case on Thursday. So Judge Gary White last month, he said that yes, she can go out of state from June 30th to July 17th. And the state requested that she be on a tight leash and confined to the property where she was going to be staying. Apparently, she was back in Connecticut the next day, the state said it in court Thursday. No one notified the state, and I don't think anyone notified the court of that either. So, I mean, they've got her to where it's like, well, she's coming back home early, and they're like, you're in trouble. But again, I think a lot of people were kind of like, really, you're going to let her leave? But I heard through the rumor mill, this is allegedly all over it, that they were getting her out of there while they did some stuff, filings against, what's his name? Fotis, because she was afraid. That is complete rumor. I probably shouldn't even said it, but if any of y'all, because some of y'all have like contacted me about that, so if any of y'all have any further information about that, let me know. Now, her attorney said that his client's GPS monitoring had a weak signal, and so she returned to Connecticut, almost ASAP. And she was back here because the GPS was not working. So because when you do that, when you tell these people, I'm going to be at A, B, and C, and then you're not, I mean, that's, they can throw her back in jail. Even though it was like, well, she came back home. Both her and Fotis are going to be in for a rude wake-up call, because he's like, well, I went for a drive, and my GPS took me to another state. I mean, these are violations that, honestly, some other people would have already been thrown back in jail over. Let's just call it what it is. But you know how these things go. So the judge said, I don't think there's going to be any issues with this GPS going forward. She's going to remain in the state of Connecticut. And you know what? That's probably how it should have been. For the get-go. They're lucky to be out on bail, So, but she's been in compliance with everything else, and so they got a request. They have a continuance until August 19th. So we're just going to keep going along with this until more stuff comes out. They have this big shot private investigator on the case, so we're going to see, and with each motion that comes out, it might chip away a little bit more at what took place. And I think once they release some of the evidence, meaning that videotape, we'll probably know more. But I'm fine with them not releasing this stuff so that people can't make false stories up when they see the evidence. So that's all I have today for this. I hope y'all are doing well. Thanks for hanging out with me to catch up on the Duloses. And if you want to follow me on social media, check out my new podcast, anything like that, check out the links in the description. And also, if you want to know when I've come to YouTube land to hang out, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell. And that's it. I hope you have a great weekend. And hey, guess what? I'll talk to you soon. Bye.